Good afternoon and welcome to the New York session. I hope we're all doing well. It's a Wednesday. Let's get to it. Let's not waste time and get to it. Let's crack on. Okay, so on dollar, there is this high time frame level here that I'm watching to see how price will react to that one. Okay, we did have a consolidation in here and then price just broke down. Okay, so what I want to see is, do we really want to continue going down, or is this just going to be a run on stop, a deeper, because they did run the stop, so is it going to be a deeper run and then a rejection to go up, or is it going to be a continuation? I'm considering where we are trading in terms of the high time frame. We are very low. Okay, we are very low. If I put my fib from this low to that high, right, we have gone past the 61.8 level and we are currently trading at the 70.5 level. So that is a meaningful price level that we could see some bounce. We did get the bounce in there, but it wasn't good enough for me. So let's see how we're gonna trade there. Okay, all the foreign currencies, they are currently trading at higher time frame levels, so I'll be cautious with my longs. So with Aussie, we did, so the morning session, those of you that were with me, I did mention to look for a long to there. Okay, if you're going to buy it, just there and then that's it, because we are trading above that previous day's high, previous swing high on the daily. So chances are there's going to be a reversal, because if there's going to be any reversal, it comes only after we trade above a daily high, okay, a daily swing high. So if we do break back down inside this range, okay, if we do break back down and take out this low, I think we're gonna go into some form of a retracement. Okay, so all longs has to be kept, has to be cut here. Yeah, do not look for moves above it unless the dollar says it wants to go back down. And personally, if we do not trade below this, then I will be on the sidelines in terms of direction wise for continuation of the dollar. So if we do break this low, then it gives away the foreign currencies to continue going up, right? So if this breaks down, let's say today we see a move back down, break this low and take out this low, then foreign currencies should continue going up, so we can look for upside objectives and then just protect ourselves with some down candles, right? So on this one, I still fancy that one. Yeah, we did take out this low as a form of a stop run and they've broken above it, so I'll be looking for price to come up here. If this is wrong, because we were chasing price, if this is wrong and it ends up taking out this low, then I'll be looking for lower prices. Okay, yes, we will go through, we will get there. Okay, it's in line, so it's in the queue. We will get there. So stay tuned, we will get there. What's this one here? New Zealand dollar. Yep, so New Zealand dollar, I did give in the morning to target let's go, yeah, to target the 618 and then the 70%, 70.5. Let's change this to OTE. there. So in the morning I did say to target where was it? Yep, the 618 and the 75%. My bad, 79%, and then see how far it's gonna go, if it's gonna reach there. Okay, so by now you should have taken something off, and then see if you're gonna reach up here. On the 4-hour, I like the last up candle in there. Okay, this down candle was the first target, which was very close to that 70.5 level, and then there we have this last up candle there. Now, do we stop here and reject and go back down? Well, we have to see. We have to see what the hourly will do. The hourly is still bullish. We've not broken down yet. 4-hour is still bullish. Okay, we did take out this low and then rejected, so we reversed down here. So 4-hour is still bullish. So this is an area of interest. It doesn't mean price is gonna come here and then fall out of bed. It doesn't mean like that. It means price will come up here, and then we will look for clues, as in why price will reject and go back down. Okay, so for us to be bearish, we need to come out and take out this low here before we can look for sells. Until then, this thing can retrace and then hit it and then continue going up. So if you're long, you should have closed some of your position off and hold on to it and see what price is going to do next. Let's get rid of this. Okay, so that was the first target and that was the second target. So hold on to the pace that you have and see if price is going to reach for the second target. Euro dollar, I did have this level in here for a possible retracement and a continuation to the upside. That's if the dollar will continue to go down. Okay, but if we do give up this low, I don't want it to come here and then reject and then continue going up. All I want to see is price hit this and then continue going up. If it's going to break, for us to look for shorts, it needs to close below here. Once we close below there, then I'll be convinced that the hourly trend has broken. Okay, therefore we can start looking for short-term sells. We're not looking for reversal, we are looking for a short-term sell. Why? Because the daily is still bullish. All right, the daily is still bullish. Okay, we managed to close above this swing high, so it's still bullish. So if we look for sells, okay, we might be looking for sells to come into another retracement, and then we will look for a continuation to the upside. We keep buying retracement until price gives us indication that it wants to go down. So if you do get a break in structure in the lower time frame, we will look for sells to come back down here, and then down here we will be looking for a continuation to the upside. If we don't get the buy and this one breaks down, then we have a confirmation that price doesn't want to go up again, it wants to go down. Therefore we have to be patient and wait for another retracement, and then we look for another leg down. Okay, so with that said, let's see what price will do in here. Let's see what price is going to do in here. Okay, so if you do fancy a long, this is where your risk will be minimum. Yeah, minimum risk with maximum potential profit target. Okay, so you buy here, take your profit there, because we are so high in the market. I'm actually targeting this full level. Okay, that's my target. That's where I would like to see price go. Okay, so we could just come down here and then swing back up into that level. Okay, so if you want and you want to take this trade, that's there, you can take it. And if it stops you out, wait and see if it's a stop run, because it could be a stop run and a rejection and a continuation to the upside. Wait for, let's say price comes all the way down here. Okay, wait for that hourly candle to close to see if it's a stop run or it will close below it, because if it does close below it, then we will look for price to continue going down. If it's a stop run, then we will wait for price to reject back up and then buy again, something like this. So something like, let's say in here we'll be buying this down candle, okay, and then our stop loss will be below here, and then price comes down and stops us out and then rejects and then continue going up. If we see something like that up in here, then you can play the stop run and go with it. But if it does close below, like for example, let's say price will close below this low, instead of a wick it closes below, then we will start looking for sells, because price has changed direction. Pound dollar, we've closed above the daily high, and our target yesterday since Monday has been this equal high, okay, and we've got that. I want to see how we close today. I don't want to see us close back in here today. I want to see a continuation to the upside, because the daily is still bullish. Yeah, I don't want to see price close back in. If price does close back in, that's no good. There might be some retracement coming in. Okay, so what I want to see is price reject and stay above this equal high. On the 4-hour, we are hitting that level and it's rejecting, so we will see. It looks like they want to, on the 4-hour, looks like it wants to go into retracement for a continuation to the upside. However, this level here, okay, this equal high level there, is like support and resistance, so it's gonna protect price from coming back inside. Okay, that's why it's rejecting that level. If I'm to put it right to this one, that's the recent one. Okay, you see why price is rejecting there. Okay, so we could potentially see a rejection and a continuation to the upside. If we do come back down and close inside this, then I think we will be coming down here. Right, if we do close inside this, below this line here, which is I get confused with support and resistance. This is a resistance 10 support or support 10 resistance. I think it's one of them. Okay, if we do close below it, then I think price will come for a bit of a retracement inside this range, so you can look for a buy for a continuation to the upside. And if you do get stopped out, which you shouldn't be scared of by now, if you're around me, you shouldn't be scared of being stopped out. If you do get stopped out, let's say price comes all the way down and then you buy here and then price continues to go down, what you want to see is, do we close below the daily? Do we close below this daily low? Okay, because that's the important level in all this price leg on the upside. That's the most important level. Once we close below here, the upside is over. We start looking for potential moves to the downside, but until then it's all buy. So wherever you buy, okay, inside this range, if you do get stop out, just be patient and wait for market to show you the direction that it wants to go up again, and then you just join it. Okay, so at the moment there's nothing on this. You cannot short it because price is way high. Unless you are scalping, then you can go for a scalping short. But if you're not scalping, this thing is very bullish. You don't want to be standing in the way. You might get crashed. All right, Euro pound, we did get a trade this morning, and I think we've hit the TP1, and price, it was trying to go further, and now we've got this rejection. Let's see if we will get a continuation to the upside. The reason why it's rejecting there is because we have that daily last up candle right there, but I don't see it as a problem. I don't see it as a problem because the 4-hour flow, the 4-hour flow is bullish. So we have something like this. If you're a trend trader, you might do something like this and say, okay, we have broken market structure, we've broken the trend, so therefore this thing should go down. But we don't trade with the trend, we trade with the structure of the market. So we made a low here, we made a high, we made a lower high, we made a high, and this is a potential lower high to make a high. That's why we did have this trade idea. So we've hit the first TP. The stop is at break even, and we're looking for a continuation to the upside with a TP2 there, TP3, and then we see if price will reach for these upside objectives. Okay, Aussie New Zealand, we are still trading in that area that I marked out. I want to see how we trade inside here for today before I do anything. If it's gonna support price for a continuation to the upside, or it's just gonna give up and then go into a bit of retracement. If it does, then we will look for maybe price to come back and hit this previous swing high, I think on the weekly. On the weekly previous swing high, price to come and hit this and then offer support for a continuation to the upside. On the upside, we still have this upside objectives, so it's not that price is now going back down. Okay, we are still bullish, so don't forget that. Price is just going in some form of a retracement. With this retracement, I want to see if these 2 down candles is just a reaccumulation. So what do I mean by reaccumulation? If it's something just like this, very typical, not typical, very similar to what I'm looking for. So we break above the high, okay, and then we have 2 down candles trading inside this area, right? That area, this area, and then I want to see if it will support price, because then these 2 down candles would be just a reaccumulation for a continuation to the upside. Okay, so we don't want to be selling short because we've seen 2 down candles. It doesn't work like that. We want to see if these 2 down candles are just more buying, or if it's selling, then obviously they're gonna go below this area here, and then we look for a continuation to the downside. So in here, I want to see if this down candles is just a run on, sorry, not run on stop, it's just coming back down for buying more, or is going to go into a bit of a retracement. So on this, we have to wait and see what price is going to do. Euro yen, we are long from yesterday, from this area, from there. The upside objectives, right? I did give the upside objectives. I was looking at least for here as the first target. We almost got there, and then price came back down, and now we are rejecting again. We have just run a stop. Okay, we've just run, that's why I've got these lines in there. So my idea was, okay, I want to see if this would be just a run on stop or it wants to go down, because if it does, if it had traded below this low, then I'll collapse my longs and then wait for this level. Okay, because if we come down here, it's not good, the longs are not good anymore. Then we have to wait for price to come down here for another support. But looking at price right now, we can see that it was just a stop run. So I think we're gonna get a continuation to the upside on this. So I do have a level that high there. That's where I wanted prices to stay and then continue going up. So the the next upside objective is still there. We have, or they have, left equal highs in there. Okay, they've left equal highs in there and then run this low. This is one of the rare price actions that you will come across in terms of equal highs, run on stops, rejection, and then they target this the equal high. Okay, it's a price signature that when it's in price, you should be excited, because this is it's like a bonus in price action. Okay, so the fact that they've came all the way down, this move to the upside should have taken out this high. They didn't, and then came back down, took out this low, and then rejected. So all eyes is on this equal high. So if you're here and you want to take it as a trade idea that you can take right now, so don't put your stop loss all the way down here, because we have been long since yesterday. If you want to take it, just place your stop below this low, or place it where this one here, because if it does go down here, price will not be good anymore. So something like this, and then target there, and then target this equal high. And then once you get up here, you're just gonna leave some on, because we do have another equal high in here, and then we are targeting this high for a continuation on the upside, because the daily is bullish. All right, the daily is bullish, so we want to see a daily continuation. So if I just get rid of, actually let's leave them on there, and if you come onto the daily, you can clearly see the daily is bullish, it's pushing up. So this is just a retracement for a continuation to the upside. So we're looking for longs to come and take out this high. And on the daily, again, we do have equal highs in here. So that is a main target that that is my main target. Okay, that is my main target. So back down here, let's go into the 15 minutes. Okay, there. So that is the trade. If you're here and you want to take it, by all means do so. Okay, and then Monday, when we do have another session, by the time Monday comes, if price is up here and you didn't take it, then you'll be at lost. And if price comes here and stops us out, then you'll be lucky you didn't take it. It's just a two-edged sword. It can go for you and it can go against you. All right. Okay. Pound yen, same thing. Pound yen, we did catch a long. I think I've deleted the long thing, that thing here. I've deleted it, but right there. So we took that long from here in the morning, yesterday morning, during that live session right here, and then we hit our first target. So the first target was, let me double check it again, 13974. 13974. So our first target was 13974 right there. Okay, so we got along from here and then we hit our first target there, and our second target is up there, and then we see if price is gonna get up here. We've gone all the way back down, back to entry again. Do I still fancy this going up? Yes, I still fancy it going up because of the daily, right? The daily is still bullish. It's not giving me any reason to to say, okay, I'm gonna go short. There's nothing like that. So I'm gonna stick with the buying until it gives me reasons to go short. All right, so let's see if we're gonna get a continuation to the upside on this. For I think this high and that high, that's an engineered equal high, so we could potentially see price come up there and run this equal high. All right, so if you want to take this again, you can, because price has now come back all the way down to the entry again. Aussie yen, we are still stuck in that range. I think I might end up taking this thing off because it's just not doing anything and we just waste our time on it. Okay, so I might end up taking this one off. Bear in mind we are in consolidation. Remember, for those of you that are in the VIP, we've been talking about consolidation recently. So after consolidation, we know what comes next, right? So if you do have the direction that it should go, you should be able to kind of pick the direction and then take the trade to that direction. Okay, so if you think price is gonna come up here, I think I've got some drawing. So if you think price is gonna come up there, then you can see where price has been hitting. Okay, that's where you need to be buying and you be targeting this high. Okay, so we are in consolidation now. Expect expansion to come in, so the expansion should be on the upside, and then maybe a reversal and a move back down here. Okay, so on this, if you down here, if you are interested, if you're interested in a long, just look for potential buying here and look for a move above that high. All right, okay. New Zealand yen, beautiful. I think most of you, if you are here and you are part of the VIP, you know what this level is, because I did mention in the morning. That's where we could potentially see a high forming on the 4-hour. Okay, if we do get if we are going to get a retracement, okay, above this high, we should see a high forming here, and then we look for the retracement. Okay, that's what I got this line there for. Like I did mention, from the short that we got up here all the way down to our target, and seeing price breaking above this high, indicating that price wants to scream higher. So that was our first target, and then we look to see if price will give us a retracement for a continuation to the upside. Okay, we do have this equal high in here, but again, on the daily, okay, we are still bearish. We are making lower lows, right? So this up candle might be above this high, might be where price will come up, and then we can form another lower high in here, and then we look for a lower low. On the weekly, we did run this high. Let's zoom in. I've not paid attention to this. Let's see if it was a run on stop properly. Yeah, they did run that high, but it looks more of a equal. It looks more of a equal high than a stop run. Yeah, it looks more of a equal high than a stop run. So if we do get a break, we never know. Okay, no one knows. So if we do get a break above this high, if you do get a break above that high, then I will be targeting this equal high. If we don't, and then we form a swing high in here, then I'll be looking for another leg back down to take out this low. All right, So if you're not long already, do not chase it and do not try to sell it at the moment. All right. On the 4 hour, the 4 hour time frame is bullish. We are currently sitting inside a daily, last up candle. So we could potentially see a move back down, following the daily structure. Okay, I'm not trying to call the top or the bottom, so I will not say this is the bottom for price to now return and go back up. I won't do that. I will let it show itself to me. So this is a daily price swing. So we are now currently trading up. Okay, how precise is that? I've got eyes. It's almost at the 70.5. It's almost at the 70.5 level. So we could potentially see something form up in here. Okay, so this is my level that I'll be scanning for. I'll be scanning for shorts. Yeah, I'll be scanning for shorts for a continuation to the downside because of the daily time frame. Now, if I'm wrong and price trades all the way up and close above this, then I'll change my bias and then I'll be targeting this high. So we might, the scenario that will come will be this. Okay, something like that. If not, then it's going to be back down. That was it's not a good one, is it? If not, we're going to get something like this back down to take out this long. Okay, whichever comes first, we are ready for it. Right now, patience. Okay. Euro New Zealand. Now, Mr. Thomas Johnston, that's a cool name. We are on to your pair, so pay attention. Okay, so we have, right, remember what I said about this high, that price is gonna hit the last up candle and it's gonna go into some form of a retracement before another leg up, because that will engineer, okay, stops above here, stops above there, stops above there, lots of stops in here. Okay, so we could see the next leg up to take out this high. Where is it gonna be? Oh dear, hang on, bear with me. Let me double check pound yen, because I think pound yen just flew. Okay, cool. Back to this one. Right, so we have traded down to, I think that's the 50% of the range, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's 50% of the range. So anything can happen in here. Usually for a continuation on the upside, right, 50% is enough for price to reject and then push higher. Okay, 50% is enough to reject and for price to push higher. Would I want to buy this level? I want to see a little bit of a confirmation on the 4 hour, okay, because this is a huge move to the downside, right? On the 4 hour, this is what we have. At least what I want to see now will be a trade above a 4 hour down candle. Okay, so if you do see a trade above a down candle, then I will consider a long. So let's say this thing here will turn around and turn bullish and trade above this. If I see that, I'm all in, right? I'm all in on this bad boy. and then I'll be looking for a trade above this high and a continuation to the upside to that level. Okay, so if we trade above this down candle, because we've got a first rejection, if we get another, or if we get this candle to reject and come up and be a bullish candle, okay, ideally I would like it to close on the 4-hour above here, but sometimes the 4-hour, and I'll show you an example what I mean by that. Sometimes that 4-hour candle might end up closing up here. Yeah, it might end up closing up there, and then you miss the trade. And to give you what I mean by that, this is what happened to us yesterday. Okay, so yesterday we were looking for a long, but we wanted to see price close above this high. Okay, we wanted to see price close above this high and then give us a bit of a retracement, and then we buy and target these two levels. Okay, and then it did it with just one candle. Boom, went up. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to explain here. You might see on the 4-hour, let's change it to the 4-hour. Okay, the 4-hour candle, this might just completely reverse and then continue going up without closing for you to get an entry. Okay, so you have to be vigilant and see how this 4-hour candle will behave. Let me put it right there. Okay, so that's what I will look for. I need to see some form of a rejection. This is the first rejection, which is good, coming up from this down candle I've been talking about since Monday. If we do get a push above this, I'll be interested in a long with a stop here. If this stops me out, okay, then I have to come all the way down for a bit of a deeper retracement, which is down here. That's where I'll be interested in longs again, because I wouldn't be interested in anything unless if it stops me out and then it gives another rejection. Then I'll consider the stop out as a run on stops and then a continuation to the upside. Okay, so if price comes all the way down, okay, let's say price push up, trades above this, I go long, it comes back down, hit this, stops me out, and doesn't continue going down and rejects and trades back up again, then I'll be all over it looking for a long. Okay, but if it stops you out, then continue going down, then this is the area I'm interested. I'm not interested in anywhere in here. This is where I'll be interested. So I'll leave this one on there. Same thing, pound New Zealand. Can see beautiful reaction from that level. Do I want to buy it now? No. Okay, I want to see some, just like I'm explaining on Euro New Zealand, same thing in here. Okay, the last down candle is all the way up there. So on this one I'll be let's have a look on the 15 minutes. Yeah, I don't see anything interesting on this at the moment. Okay, I'll be honest, I don't see anything interesting on this. You can, okay, on this 4-hour time frame, take it as it is. Yeah, the stop is over 100. I don't like this. The stop is too huge. Yeah, the stop is too huge. I used to trade like this with my swing trade ideas. I used to trade like that, but I don't trade like that anymore. 109 pips is too much for a stop. Okay, even though it's a swing trade idea, it's too big, right? I would like to see how we're gonna trade in here. This steep move to the downside, I need to see some 4-hour reaction. We get in a wick here, but I'll still not be convinced. Okay, simply because we have broken the 4-hour market structure to the downside. So daily should provide support, which is what we are seeing. So for me to be a buyer, at least I would have to see a 1 hour like a swing high taken out, and my 1 hour swing high is all the way up there. So this one is a bit tricky, right? Then again, I'm looking for euro pound to push higher. That's just me. So if euro pound is going to push higher, then this thing might stay sideways. So I'll be patient on this for now, and then see how price will react in here. Okay, I'll not jump in now. I'll wait and see how price is gonna react in here. Euro Aussie, I did get a question from one of our members to say, are we gonna take out this equal low? And I said no. The reason why I said no is because if you've been around me since June, we've been talking about this price pattern over and over again. Okay, we have this low. If I put it on the 4-hour, we do have a stop run in here. Okay, and then we went up. So it shouldn't come down here yet. Okay, if it's gonna do that, it has to come back down, give us a bounce, and then take out this low. If not, then it's not ready to take out this low yet. I did mention that because we are trading inside this whole mess, okay, because we are trading inside this whole mess, I will not be interested in any longs until we take out this low. Yeah, and then we've got that today, I think. Yeah, we've got that today. So do I want to go long now? The answer is still no, not yet. Looking at where price came all the way down, okay, I want to be buying down here. It's just my personal preference. It's just the way I view the market in terms of where people will be squeezed. Okay, up here is too easy. Everyone will be looking at 618 for retracement to 618 level for a buy. It's just too easy, and they've just run this stop. So it can go up, that's fine, and if it goes without me, no problem. But what I want to see is for them to run this low again, come back down here to that 79 level. That's the level I'm interested in this kind of consolidation. I want to be buying down here. If I change this to my levels, okay, and I place it up there, you understand why I want to be buying down there. Okay, anything between the 25 and the 75 range, I'm not interested. Okay, I'm not interested. I'm only interested when we trade below the 75. Okay, that's why personally I'll be interested in this condition that we are in on this time frame, on this pair. I'll be interested down here. Okay, so for me to go long, it has to be down here. Granted, you can go long here and it can take you up. That's fine. That could be cool, but for me, that's not what I'll be looking for. I like down here. That's where I like, and that's what I'm gonna wait for. Okay, so if you do have any other let's say providers or anyone that, or even your trade idea that is supporting you to buy here for a continuation to the upside, you can by all means do so. Okay, I will not say you're wrong, it's not gonna go up. Don't do that. That's not what we do here. You're entitled to your own opinion. Okay, so I personally will be interested in a buy down here. All right, and I'll be targeting this equal high. I like the fact that they've left this high, that high, and there was another high in here. Okay, I'll be interested in that one. Pound Aussie, same thing. I did mention yesterday or even this morning that this 4-hour level, okay, should provide support, but we will be still in this range. Okay, we are going to be in this range. For some reason, the pound has gone sideways in terms of the daily. So this is what I mean. Both the pound. What causes this to go sideways is either both the pound and the Aussie are strong, or both the pound and the Aussie are weak. That's why price will do what it's doing. And I personally think right now, if you look at FinVis and we put our performance, you will see the pound and the Aussie almost at the same level. Yeah, right there. Aussie pound. Okay, Aussie is slightly stronger than the pound, so that's why you see this. All right, so maybe not time to be participating in a trade on this yet. The time will come for you to take a long, or yeah, because that's what price is doing. We have broken to the upside, so we look for longs. Right, I like this level down here. That will be the, I think, 50% of the range. Yeah, almost there where I was before. Okay, that's where I would like to see price come to, and then I'll start looking for some rejection for potential long to come and take out this equal high. All right, so until I get that, I'm on the sidelines on this pair, watching. We did catch a beautiful trade the last time I was going through the trades that we took, and it was so perfect how price, the trade we got long here, it hit the TP, I think, to the pip or just 2 pips above it right there, and then price went into some form of a retracement. So my members, we have expansion, consolidation. So there's going to be what? Another expansion, sideways. Okay, so we have expansion, sideways. Okay, we might get some manipulation and then another expansion to the upside. Okay, so as we go along, I'll be pointing them out so you understand. Right there. So we are in a consolidation. Okay, how do we trade consolidation? You measure the high and then the low. If you are interested in trading this, what we have here, measure this high, measure that low, and you want to be buying down here and you want to be selling up there until we break outside it. This is your trade, and then forget everything in the middle. Okay, forget everything in the middle, sell up here, buy down there. So this could be a potential buy, you never know, right? But I'm not interested in it. Okay, what do we have next? Boy, we've gone through the 2 levels, our target, potential targets. All right, so we do have, I think New Zealand has gained some strength after taking out this low, which was exactly what I wanted to see. Yeah, take out this low, and then we go a pullback. We are still bearish on the daily. If you look on the weekly, however, okay, what do you see? The weekly is bullish, right? So if we manage to trade above this here, then I'll be looking for a continuation to the upside to come and take out this high, that high, and that high for a continuation to the upside. All right, that's if Yeah, that's if we trade above this. If not, then this could be a retracement, and then we could see another leg down, because we do have this last up candle swing high. I like this up candle in here. Yeah, there. I like that one, but I'll wait to see how price will react. So if I put my fib, yeah, that's exactly 618. I like that one, but I'll see how price will react. Okay, I'll not jump in straight away. I'll see how price will react. So I'll have this whole area marked out, and then I'll see how price is gonna react in here. If we do get the swing high to form in here on the daily, or even the 4-hour, if I start seeing the 4-hour rejection candles, okay, we all know by now, everyone should know my rejection pattern candle, a swing high, something like this, okay, something like this. So if you do get up there with an up candle and straight away we get rejection, if we get something in here, then I'll be considering to see if we can get a short back down. All right, beautiful trademark week where low of the week forms on Tuesday. It's a beautiful trademark week. So we could get a potential high of the week form tomorrow. So tomorrow might be somewhere to look for that kind of rejection. Maybe today we'll stay where we are, and then tomorrow the rejection forming the high of the week, and then we'll look for potential move back down, just following the daily trend. Okay, if you are wrong and then we trade above this, then we've changed direction on the daily, then we'll be looking for potential move back up here, and then a move back up there. Okay, so pardon me. So there's nothing to do on this. Similarly on cards, we do have let me take this one off for now. Okay, we did catch a nice long yesterday in here on the hourly, right there. Okay, along to the 618. Okay, I want to see how we trade in here on the last up candle on the daily. That's a big one, very huge one. Okay, that's where we are trading now, and that's where I want to see some form of a rejection for a continuation to the downside for the daily bearishness. Okay, because price is bearish, so this is just a retracement for a continuation to the downside. So we want to see where the high will form, and then we look for a continuation to the downside. New Zealand card, similarly, we did get a beautiful trade from here, and our target is still there. I still fancy price to get up there. Okay, I still fancy price to get up there before we start looking for sells, because that's our daily range. Okay, between this low, between this high and that low. So there, and then our 50% is here. Let me change this. Levels, yeah, that's my 50%. That's where I'm watching price to get to right now. Okay, and once we get up here, then I'll look for possible rejection back down, or to trade back to this last up candle right there. Okay, so what I'll do is, you have this last up candle marked out, and then your long should be, most of your profit should be taken off here, and then see if price is gonna get there. If you don't get there and you start seeing the rejection pattern on the 4-hour, then that's it, your retracement is done, and then we'll be looking for another leg back down to take out this low. Yeah, so if we do see a rejection up here, our next target will be down here. Dollar CAD, I have these two levels marked out in the morning for a potential target. Okay, so it still stands. I think we will get here, so it's not far away. If you want, it's not a lot of pips. Okay, if you're interested, you can just put your stop down above this high. Okay, just put your stop above that high and then target these two levels. That's if you are interested. Okay, if you're not interested, then just sit on your hands and then be patient for a proper setup on this. We are trading at a high time frame level. That's why I'm being nimble in terms of shorts. I don't want to be exaggerating on my shorts in this area because price is very low. Okay, price is very low, and this thing can surprise us and then give us a huge move to the upside. Okay, I don't see price taking out this low yet. That's why I'm being cautious. Okay, from where we are, I don't see us taking out this low yet. So there is going to be a bounce. Where we are trading is not far off. Maybe just a run below this low, okay, could trigger that long. Okay, maybe a run below this low could trigger the long, right? But I don't want to be going short looking for 100 pips on this pair right now. I don't want to do that. Okay, maybe at least 30, 25 pips, that is possible, but looking for 100 pips on this, I'll be cautious with that. Yeah, 100 pips would bring us right in here. Even 60 pips is way too much. Okay, so be cautious on this. There's going to be, I think what is going on, I did mention with the group in the morning, this is not a downtrend. Okay, this is not a downtrend, and this is sideways accumulation, but it's going down. What is happening here, and I did mention it in the morning. Okay, what is going on here is people are trying to buy. Okay, so they're gonna take that from them. People are trying to buy, they're gonna take that from them. It's like giving the candy to a kid and then taking it back. Okay, so we hand the candy to the kids and then they take it back. Hand the candy to the kids, then take it back. Hand it to the kids, take it back again. So this is accumulation. Yeah, it's accumulation of longs. They are buying, right? So that's the reason why I don't want to be going short, because they are buying, and all of a sudden you're gonna see a big candle move, one candle, something like this, okay, straight move without no pullbacks. That's what will happen in here. Let's remove. I'll say that's what might happen. Okay, and if you do get that no pullbacks, you might struggle to get entry, and it's gonna kill a lot of people because people will be trying to sell short. So be mindful going short where we are currently. And then lastly, CAD yen. CAD yen, we did get a short up here and to target this level, and we got that nicely. That was about 50 pips. That was nice from, I think, Friday. Yeah, Friday. That's Friday entry, and then we got our target, I think, today. The daily is still bullish. Okay, the daily is still bullish. So what I want to see is, do they want to continue going up? If they do, I will have to see it, and that's what I had this level up here for. Okay, what I want to see up here is for them to close above it. Okay, if they do close above here, then I think they've resumed the up movement on the daily. Then we could see potential continuation to the upside. Okay, so if they do close above this, then I'll be interested in a long with a stop below this low, and then I'll target this high and then that high as well. Okay, that's yet to be seen, so we just have to be patient and see what price will do. And that brings us to the end of the pairs. If you do have any pair that you want me to look at, kindly send it to me and then I'll have a look for you. If not, then I'm not going to disappear. No, not yet. I am going to go through gold and Bitcoin. Right, gold, we do have this trade idea. So those who were interested to short there and then take first target there and then second target there and third here and then fourth there. Okay, the reason why we're looking for sell up here, I did explain with the VIP members. This was a huge move to the downside, so price came all the way back to do what we call it rebalancing. So to rebalance all this up to there, and then price will be allowed to go back down. Okay, we did take out on the daily, we did take out this swing low, so I don't see price going up there. We just want price to come up here, rebalance this whole move to the downside, and then be free to erode down again. Okay, so stop loss is there, and then we should see price. If it does trade above here, if it does trade above this high, okay, then I think they will continue going up, and then gold should be bullish again, because I don't see gold coming up here and then coming back down. I don't see that. There's no level up here for me to point to say, okay, price is gonna come up here and then it's gonna fall off. This is the only level we have that price should hit and it should fall off. If it does trade above this high, I think gold will continue to push higher. All right, so that is gold. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Now, if you are Bitcoin fan in here, I think I'm gonna spoil your day, because on Bitcoin we have hit the weekly level that I did mention that it took time to do it, as typical. After a huge move, this is what happened. Okay, and we've run it. So right now Bitcoin next target should be here. Yeah, 10,510. Yeah, that's the next downside objective. I could be wrong, and this down candle here, or this swing low to swing high, will provide support for a continuation to the upside, but that's yet to be seen. Based on my experience, anytime we do hit these kind of levels, okay, it's coming from some deep manipulation on the downside. So anytime I see that price does go down a bit further, not this Mickey Mouse pullback, so I'll be cautious going long where we are now. I could be wrong, and then we trade above. If we do trade above this, then the next upside objective, let's go on to the monthly and then point that one out. So if I'm wrong and we don't go down, Then the next upside objective will be almost 15k. So I think I need to get Bitcoin. I need to get some Bitcoin. Okay. So if I'm wrong, okay, if I'm wrong for this move to the downside and we do trade above this high here, then Bitcoin is coming to there. Okay, almost 15,000. So if we do trade above this, I might get myself some Bitcoin to ride this thing up. Okay, so that's Bitcoin for you. And finally, oil. WTI. Yeah, so oil, we are still bullish on oil. Our target is 43.97. Okay, and that level is coming from a weekly. I think it's lower than that. We are looking for a trade to that high. Okay, that's where we are looking for price to come back to. We want price to trade here, and then once we trade here, I will see if price does want to go inside this whole range. That will be a new price target. Okay, we want to see if price wants to. Let me draw it there for you to see. Okay, if we do close above this high, then oil will come to 50. Oil will come to 50, but that's a long-term projection. So let's see how we trade when we get to this level there. Okay, if we do close above that level, this place will provide some kind of support for the meantime, but ultimately I think oil will come to 50. Yeah, let's look on the monthly. Let's do some calculation in here. Yep, 50 will be possible depending on how we trade above that level. Okay, so 50 will be possible depending on how we trade above, how we trade in here. And that brings us to the end of our session for today. If you do have any pair recommendation, please send it to me and then I'll have a look for you. If not, then I think I'll end here. For those of you that are not with us in the Discord group, I think our Discord link is below the video description, so just click on it and join for free. And once you're in there, if you like what you see and if you enjoy being in the group and you want to be part of the VIP, then you will talk to admin and he'll show you what to do. I think you get for the first month you get a 50% off your first month subscription with us, and then you decide for yourself what you want to do. But I pretty much be sure that you will enjoy and you will like to stay, because I have most of our members always running running for sessions, so you will enjoy and you will like to stay. Okay, I'll end here. For those of you that are not in the VIP, I'll see you on Monday at 1:30, and for VIP members, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Yeah, I know Marco is always here. Monday, I'll see VIP members tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, and then we will have an afternoon session as well at 1:30, and then I will see on Friday we have our morning session at 9, and then that will end us the week. Okay, actually next week Monday I'm not available, like I did mention on Monday. I'm away for a week with my wife, So next week I'll not be doing any live session. I'll have my phone with me. That's the only thing I'm allowed to take. So I'll be monitoring the market on the phone. If I do see anything, I will post it in the group for you to for you guys to take advantage of. Okay, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, and take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.